other peoples, especially in the statistical world, to make the group of the larger cases. For example, you got 21 questions, so you want to see the commonalities. Commonalities is what? The common commonalities lah. Commonalities is the common index lah. I would say the common index in terms of their classification. So if you run the PCA or EFA Exploratory Factor Analysis, you got, for example, 100 questionnaire, 100 items of your question. So actually you can regress it down into a several theme, theme, tema. You can regress it into a certain theme, and based on that theme, you can develop a new construct. So if you have a look into our DASS, actually DASS are being used for many years already. So one of the way in doing and constructing this kind of questionnaire is they are using the EFA as the first initiated design for this particular questionnaire. So after they initiate the EFA, Exploratory Factor Analysis, this is what they found out, where the question number 1, question number 6, 8, 11, 12, 14, and 18 are grouping to each other. And therefore, they are communalities, and they are regrouped together into 3 different categories. 3 different construct. I would say construct lah, which is this one identifies as the depression, anxiety, and stress. So this is what we are going to learn after this, how we want to make that one happen. Another application, not necessarily using this particular questionnaire, you also can use the EFA Exploratory Factor Analysis in your environmental forensics data analysis or any advanced analysis procedure. Example, econometrics, morphometrics, and a lot of metrics over there. You can run the same thing, PCA, Principal Component Analysis, or Factor Analysis, to test your data so that they behave into a similar manner. You got what I mean? I took one example lah, based on my experience. You can refer this particular paper in my previous published paper, I think 5 years ago, about environmetrics. You can type like this lah, environmetrics Shazwan. Analysis of indoor air pollutant checklist using environmetrics techniques. So this is one of my paper that already being published in the international journal. It's tell you about how you can analyze the data based on your questionnaire, and based on that questionnaire, you can use the data that you collected from the environmental samples, and then run the analysis lah accordingly. Okay, let me show you the example only, and after that we can do it based on our own data. Okay, this is my paper before that I published. Okay, analysis of indoor air pollutant checklist using environmental techniques for health assessment for sick building complaint. So what I want to share with you is, this is cluster analysis, this is discriminant analysis, and this is what I call it as the factor analysis. So based on the many factors here, you see there are so many factors, right? Perceptions of the odor until ICOP 6 sick building syndrome. So there are so many, right? Based on this so many questions, they are already being grouped into only VF7. What is that mean by VF7? Very max factor 7. So from so many questions is actually only explaining about 7 things. So you can communal, or you can regroup them, categorize them into a specific condition based on the eigenvalue set, based on the we call it as the variability and also communalities lah. Variance explained, we can call it like that. So based on this also you can see from 7 it's also have so many things become 17. And so many things become so many lah, something like that. So now, without further ado, let us open our data and we do the same thing for this 21 question. We want to see whether this 21 question behave into a pattern, and then based on that pattern, we can justify what is that question is talking about. based on your dummy answering the question. So perhaps you all are cheating to each other yesterday based on this data, then we can investigate what happened to that particular data. So go to analyze. After that, you go to the dimension reduction and then proceed with the factor. Okay, I make a repetition, analyze, go to the dimension reduction and go to the factor. Okay, have you done it? After you click the factor, then you are going to find out there are so many questions here, right? There are question Y1 until Y. YZ, YZ is the motorbike, no? Y1 until Y21. Lost, Lost World of Tambun. Never mind, I make a repetition. First of all, go to analyze, dimension reduction, go to your factor. Dimension reduction, factor. This is for the EFA, Exploratory Factor Analysis. And then you are going to see this particular box, Y1 until Y21. So you are going to call upon all this data into the variable box. So you highlight variable Y1 until Y21 into the variable box here. Okay, you select everything. You can select everything by clicking the shift button, or you want to select one by one, 21 times. Up to you. Depends on your creativity and your understanding. Okay, so far so good? Okay, then go to your descriptive radio button here. You go to your descriptive radio button. Okay, click for KMO Butler test of sphericity. Never mind, we go one by one. Univariate descriptive. Am I need this one? Yes, you click this one, univariate descriptive. Okay, you click for KMO Butler test of sphericity. And then you can click continue. I'm going to share with you the simpler one. They have lots of other complex mechanism to do it, but I'm going to share with you the simpler one. Again, go to the descriptive, tick for univariate descriptive, and also KMO Butler test of sphericity. Have you done that? Okay, very good. Now you go into the extraction. So this particular extraction talking about how we want to extract based on this 21 question for a specific eigenvalue or communalities index to regress it according to the specific variance explained. Therefore, we are requesting for this one, extraction based on the eigenvalue. So you can also click for the scree plot, because we can also ask for the scree plot to be produced by this particular exercise. So this evening we are going to the multivariate level. So if you cannot follow, let me know. We can repeat again and again. So principal component, and then tick for scree plot, go to the continue, and then go to your rotation. Rotation means what? Sometimes this is the data that being looking into one dimension. So we want to make it rotated so that when we see it in the different angles, we can interpret it accordingly. So usually for the factor loading analysis, we usually employ the Varimax rotation, or sometimes also we are using the Promax, Quartamax and Aquamax, and some of the researchers also suggest for the Oblimin. But in this exercise, I'm focusing on the Varimax rotation. You just click the Varimax. Have you done that? Okay, go for your continue. And then go to the scores. Okay, in this course, sometimes you may want to generate a regression based on those themes. You got what I mean? From the 21 question, it will decrease into a certain tema. Dia akan diturunkan kepada beberapa tema. And this theme can be generated and also requested a specific regression equation, so that you can make a correlation, a predictive models to predict that one. Example lah. Okay. So as for now, don't click for it yet. We are going to click it yet if you want lah. For now, do not click it. Or you click it already. Or you click OK. Or you click cancel. You're not clicking anything. Okay, good. Okay, just cancel it. And then go to the option. And then this one is a very tricky part. You go to the sorted by size. So the eigenvalue is more than one, will be separated into different communalities. And then based on that communalities, we are going to see the factor loading. The factor loading should be more than 0.4 to justify the variance explained is either very well explained or not very well explained. So go to the sorted by size and then go to the continue. Have you done that? I know that majority of you don't understand what you are doing, right? You don't really understand what we are trying to do. Actually, oh my God, this is not inside the syllabus. Oh, what is this class? Oh, okay, never mind. That's good. That is the idea. Okay. Again, rotation. You click for the very max. Very max rotation. Continue. Scores. Don't request anything for the scores option. You request for the sorted by size. Okay. Continue. Pardon? Extraction. Okay, never mind. I'm doing it again. Okay, I'm going to repeat it again. No problem. Analyze, dimension reduction, factor. You put all the y1 until y21 inside the variable. In the descriptive box, you click for univariate and also KMO Butler test of sphericity. Continue. For the extraction, you are going to choose the script plot only. Just tick the script plot and then continue. Okay, that is tak payah. And then rotation, very max. And then click continue. And then scores, you click cancel. Scores no need lah sebenarnya. Okay, option, you are going to tick sorted by size. Okay, done? Done Descriptive, you tick univariate and KMO Butler test of sphericity. Okay. So what will happen after this? Based on this 21, it will reduce to something. I'm not sure what is this. What is that? We are going to see it after this. Are you ready? Then click OK lah. Click OK. After you click OK, something magic will be happen. Or nothing happen. Oh, macam tak jadi apa-apa pun. They will produce a lot of table, right? A lot of table is already being produced for you. So in this particular exercise, you can see it from the first factor analysis until the end. Okay, let us go one by one. Can we? Okay, you see the factor analysis already indicate something based on the mean, standard deviation, analysis based on 24 respondent. And then you go to the correlation matrix. This matrix is not positioned in the well-defined. That means we cannot compute lah the correlation matrix. Maybe because of the insufficient sample size and also the data is being cheated and whatsoever. Therefore, it's not being produced well. The most important that I want to share with you is the KMO Butler test of sphericity. Where is it? You also cannot find it. Oh, that's good. Never mind. Oh, it should be produced here in the correlation matrix. The matrix X is not position defined. Can you find it? You cannot find it also. Never mind. Okay, you go down here and then you see the total variant explained. In this total variant explained, from your 21 question, actually it's showing only 7 component. Can you see that? So that means 21 question is already being reduced into 7 component. So based on your investigation of this particular question, you got 21 question asking about the stress, and now it's giving you 7 chapters or 7 construct or 7 theme. Therefore, we want to know what is the theme is talking about. This is also being shown by your script plot. The item that we tick just now is KMO Butler test of sphericity should be significant by right lah, but they have something error somewhere. Never mind, we look into that after this. So this is our component matrix. Component matrix means normal component matrix. What we are going to be observed or investigate is our rotated component matrix. So please go to your rotated component matrix. Can you see it? Okay, rotated component matrix actually classify every 21 into different 7 theme. So how you want to read? You read like this, okay? Saya rasa hidup ini tidak bermakna. You think that your life is no longer useful or meaningful. That is the meaning lah. Okay, I'm worried that I will be panic and doing the stupid things for myself. Example. So, I'm not being appreciated by an individual. So, this is the first theme, you see? Number 1, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. Down here, 0.052. It's actually not in the group number 1. It's a group number 2. So, actually, this is the theme number 1. What is that mean of this particular theme? Maybe this theme is about killing themselves lah. Okay, this is the first theme. What about the second theme? The second theme, I'm feeling that panicking sometimes lah. I cannot, what is this? Saya tidak dapat menahan sabar dengan perkara yang menghalang apa saya lakukan. I cannot be patient lah. I'm very frustrating. Easily to get angry. Yeah, correct. And then I also tidak dapat mengalami perasaan positif sama sekali. What is this? In English we call it what? I'm always in negativity lah. Okay. So the component 1 is talking about taking life. The second component is talking about thinking negatively, for example. So we got the second theme. Why it's become so terrible? Because you all answering it in a terrible way. If you answering it in a good manner, then it will give you a good classification lah. But this is just the interpretation based on the rotated component matrix. Okay, just to share with you. So this is the third component. Saya cenderung untuk bertindak keterlaluan. So I'm very anxious to doing something great, and great here is actually stupid lah. And then I'm feeling shaking. Example on my hand. Okay. I also very difficult to get the spirit to do things. So yang ini kita boleh panggil tema ada apa ni? This theme I would like to say is neurological effect lah. Neurological effect. There's some sort of neurological damage already inside their brain. Including this one. I also feel very touchy. They feel very touchy. Baru bersihan pun, we sneezing also, they feel despair. Oh, you sneezing at me. Something like that. And then I also do not realize the mechanism of my heart. Even though doing some physical activity. That means they not realize they are breathing. This is very good. Okay, this is another theme. Then we got another theme here. And then we got another theme here. Another tema, another theme here. And then we got another theme. Okay, for the negative like this, we don't really look into it lah. We ignore because we want to see the loading only. So that's how you want to interpret based on these 21 questions. It's already being grouped into seven theme, seven construct. Seven constructs. So this is very useful, especially if you are trying to use a new set of questionnaire. Automated grouping. It's not automated grouping actually. It's based on the commonalities. It's based